We're going to keep doing this until we get it right.
Oh, looky here! Looky here!
Talking about.
Looky here!
Derek
Touchdown!
Scores! That's just what you were talking about. Oh my! And for Derek Gibson, that is his first touchdown of the season. And he does it on the last play, an onside kick.
Look at him. He's coming up. He's going after it. Number 31, Derek Jensen. There's nobody there but the kicker to try to run him down. And here's the back going all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. Now, that is very embarrassing.
Harbaugh very animated. They all talk about how contagious he is in the huddle. He really picks up the whole team with his enthusiasm. Here's the kickoff. It carries short in the wind. Watch this guy go. Napoleon Kaufman out of the University of Washington. Goodbye. He is gone. The race is on, and Napoleon Kaufman will run away from the field and give the Oakland Raiders the lead. 82 yards.
There he is on your far left side catching the ball. And then when he comes up, now take a look at this. Hold it right here. The great running backs find the back door. Now he recognizes it, and let's roll it now. He finds the back door, and once he hits that back door on a punt or a kickoff return, it's normally off to the races, and everybody will quit because they know how fast this guy is also.
They look like the rest of the guys chasing, running in sand.
Woo, that was pretty. Here we go. Where's the back door? Where's the back door? I found the back door. Right now, he knows that since he was in grade school, when he was even, he was leaving. And he's gone.
Napoleon Kaufman breaks it. 82 yards on a kickoff return following the Colts field goal.
But that's what happens.
Kick from Cyphers. Gabriel takes it at the 15. Reverses field. Finds some running room. Now to the outside, and this could be a touchdown. No one will catch him, and another return for a touchdown by the Raiders. 85 yards.
Yeah, like I said, the last thing you want to do is cover a kick. And they didn't cover it real well. Once again, out of their rush lanes, there's a gap. It's a really good decisions by the returner. And once you get to this point where you get on the sideline, it's over.
So Anderson makes another run at it and goes deep with this one. David Dunn. David Dunn's got a hole. He's got Anderson to beat. There he goes. A foot race. And David Dunn's going to win this one. Touchdown Raiders, 88 yards for number 88. It's been all downhill since then.
And one microcosm of the Raiders season is the ability to score points. And that's just good blocking and a breakout. And when you have that kind of speed that Dunn has, and this whole Raider team has, you got no chance. I mean, he doesn't even get touched. Oh, excuse me, I take that back. Morton Anderson touched him on the thigh right there. And then at the end, you got to give the old "how you like me now." See ya.
Yeah,
that's the
I don't
touch
know.
right there.
Even if it was touch football, I think that'd have been a tough call. But how about the Falcons' fortunes? They go from recovering an onside kick. The penalty stops that, and the Raiders respond by jamming it right back down their throat.
Raiders will get the ball to start the second half. Terry Kirby from the 10. Cuts into the outside. Kirby, midfield. It's a foot race. 30. 10. Touchdown. No flags. 90 yards for Terry Kirby.
I said defense and special teams, didn't I?
I think you left out the special teams part.
What a great run. Boy, don't question this man's speed, because I'll tell you, when he breaks through the middle of this thing, watch Terry Kirby. There's going to be one move right now. And once he makes that move and gets to the outside, it's over.
What a wonderful job the wedge did by giving him one place to cut and go. They're riding high. They go in at halftime. They've got the lead. They've played very well. All of a sudden, they turn around. They come out. They know they're kicking off, and bang. Before their offense ever gets on the field, they're down 17-13. Compliments of Terry Kirby. Now, there's a special teams coach and a head coach just absolutely ecstatic.
Every drive, as you said, and right now the Raiders defensively don't have an answer for Matt Castle in this offense.
Justin Miller got a block from Stewart, finds a hole. There he goes. Gostowski is in chase. Aiken trying to get him. Oh my goodness! For the second consecutive game, Justin Miller has returned a kickoff for a touchdown. 91 yards here, 92 yards in San Diego 10 days ago. Unbelievable.
And Kevin, you and I talked about it, Kevin. We really felt before the game this was their best chance of scoring today in the return game. They're very good in the kicking game. They're very good in the special teams. Justin Miller, again, has been very steady returning the ball in the kicking game for the Raiders the last couple of weeks.
Justin Miller on the return. Miller across midfield. Justin Miller. Will he make it? To the pylon. Touchdown. 92 yards for the former Pro Bowl return man, signed from the Jets last month.
Well, just about the time you start getting comfortable for the San Diego Chargers. There goes the former Jet, and he did this a bunch when he was with the Jets. Made the Pro Bowl back in '06 as a return guy. Ended up with a season-ending knee injury last season. But it looks like he is all the way back, and for the Raiders and their fans.
And our second half is underway. Jacoby Ford from the 5. Finding room, and there he goes! Oh, the Raiders have started the second half in high fashion. 94-yard return. No flags. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know why we had that up there, but it was wrong. There are no flags on the field.
No flags, and much to the delight of Tom Cable and the Oakland Raiders. Cable told us we have to make plays on special teams. They're going to bring it back to this side. Look at that. Excellent play. No holding, no penalty flags. He makes the kicker whiff, and then the speed of Jacoby Ford just torches the coverage team for the Kansas City Chiefs.
The electrifying Jacoby Ford, 94-yard kickoff return with a nice block by Ron Cartwright, and the race the other way.
They talked about the versatility of so many players. Jacoby Ford was one of those players who were named. Marcel Reese, as well as Darius Hayward-Bay and Darren McFadden. They have talent on this roster. They have speed. All they needed was the steady hand of their coach, Tom Cable, and Hugh Jackson. But how about the special teams play to get them going here in the second half? I thought they played better in the second half, Kevin. I didn't know it was so sudden and so immediate.
And we have a three-point game between bitter and traditional rivals. Terry Kirby. Room to run up the middle. The kicker to beat. Now Townsend, the only one back, and Kirby, touchdown.
There are no flags.
6 yards. Holy cow.
Well, we better get Gannon down there warming up again, because he's not going to be out there for a while. Oh, look at this. Bill Cowher. You think there's steam coming out?
Look at Hines Ward. He can't believe it either.
Well, the greatest shock in the world. You're back into the ball game. You're back there where you need to be. You're within 3 points of a team. Been struggling all night, and then watch this.
Look at the hurdle move he makes, and then Peterson tries to get a hand on him. He can't. And then Terry Kirby. Yeah, I've been in the league 10 years, but watch me run with power.
Mojinko kicking off with Brown and Woods as the return men. And here is Tim Brown to the 20, 25, 30, 35.
Forget it.
50 to go, and he's got it.
And he takes it away from Chris Woods, this is really Chris Woods' ball, but nobody's going to argue with him at this point. Watch him make people miss. All right, he's got a couple of holes, but there he makes people miss. And at this point, he's got Abbott on the run, even money, and you can forget about it because Tim Brown, one of the fastest people in the NFL.
97 yards.
What makes a good kick returner is his ability to slash. Not necessarily the best runner, but the most slashing runner. Watch Tim Brown do it continually. That's one. Another one back upfield as he gets breaking into the open, and that's Abbott trying to chase him downfield. And you can forget it because Tim Brown is in the 4-3 category as far as a 40-yard dash is concerned. Vince Abbott maybe in 5-3 category.
Oakland Raiders have won the toss, and they will receive to get things underway here. Jacoby Ford from inside his own 5. And running room up the right side. And Jacoby Ford will go. He returned a touchdown, 71 yards against Denver. He returns this one 99 yards to get the Raiders on the board. That's exactly what the Raiders needed.
We talked about being loose. That's about as loose as you can get. And what was loose was the coverage by the Colts. Jacoby Ford didn't even have to break a tackle. He didn't even run through an arm tackle. This is an 11-man effort. Take a look at the blocking that he gets up front, and loss of discipline, a complete loss of lane discipline by the Colts. And Pat McAfee, the only guy, the kicker, left with a shot, and that is not going to happen. McAfee in the open field has no chance against Jacoby Ford, but that was really poorly done by the Colts and their kickoff coverage unit. They got collapsed clear inside to the middle and made a huge play.
Ford returned one 101 yards against Miami, 94 against Kansas City.
Three kickoff returns for touchdown in your rookie season. Not a bad way to get your name around town, is it?
Dolphins and Raiders wheels up from Oakland. Ford brings it out of the end zone. Ford to the 20. Ford! Oh! Jacoby! Streaking! Touchdown Raiders! 101 yards! The Dolphins have struggled at times on special teams during the year. You think back to the Monday night game they had against New England where they had a placement in the punt block. Now they give up the big return on the opening kickoff. Nothing could be worse for the Dolphins going on the road out here to Oakland. Well, he takes it and he comes down. It's really good. He sees so many return guys, Gus, come out and just take it like a bat out of HE double hockey sticks. He takes his time, is very patient. You can see he only ran about a half speed out the first 10 yards. And then when he shifted gears, he broke through the first wall of the coverage, and the kicker couldn't make him cut hard enough to let the pursuit catch up to him. And that was an outstanding job by the guys in front of Jacoby Ford to put a hat on a hat, give him a crease, let him pick his spot. And once he did, he had plenty of room. You'll see when he catches this ball, watch, he's running, but he's looking, and then jumps it to the outside and snaps it right back up inside down the middle. Carpenter was lazy getting down the field and gave him too much space to give him a move and get around him. Carpenter's got to snug up a little bit more in the coverage to give it a different, less than two-level look. But Jacoby Ford just had too much space after that first wave. Carpenter had no shot.
Here's Dawson kicking it away to the combination of Jacoby Ford and Taiwan Jones. Ford from the goal line. Finds some running room. The kicker Dawson looks to take him out. Cannot. He goes all the way. 101-yard return by Jacoby Ford.
Well, you just watch the end of it. You watch him tiptoe the line. The last person had a shot at it was Phil Dawson. And Marv, we talked about great special teams play. John Fossil, the special teams coordinator, they've got great speed, particularly with returners. You can see Jacoby Ford tiptoe down the boundary.
For the second-year man out of Clemson, that is his fourth career kickoff return for a touchdown and the longest of his career. They are going to review it. I think they want to check his feet along the sideline.
The ruling on the field is confirmed. Touchdown.
Rich, Jacoby Ford appearing as if he took a series of ballet classes, the way he was able to stay in bounds, sometimes just on his toes.
You know, it's not easy to be running full speed and you have all your weight leaning towards the boundary. It's like a tightrope walker down the sidelines, and no official is going to be able to stay with Jacoby Ford.
Harold Hart, and he'll run. Well, now he'll have to go. Harold Hart, he will probably go all the way. No question about it. 101 yards by the second-year man from Texas Southern. Woo. And how often do you see that? He hesitated, tried to stay in the end zone, changed his mind, and you see that so often on kickoff returns. The player will bobble the ball, then they'll run all the way, they'll make a mistake, and all of a sudden it opens up.
Watch this again. You'll see a scythe, really, up the middle. That was the quick hesitation that Frank mentioned.
Phillips had told him to stay in the end zone. And he started to go back, and you better believe he's happy he didn't. 101 yards.
It looks so easy when it works so well.
Wood hits it. He hit a good one. Ira Matthews out of the end zone. Uh-oh. Look out. Ira Matthews. Turn out the light. Deep in his end zone. Ira Matthews. It looked to be 103 yards.
Ladies and gentlemen, we had a football.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Oh, what action-packed drama here tonight.
104 yards.
The Oakland Raiders, so intimidating at home, coming up in the clutch. San Diego just back in the ball game. Matthews, as Frank said, 104-yard kickoff return.
Oh, this is going to be fun to watch. Let's just watch him do it again. He had not broken a long punt or kickoff return for Oakland until tonight. He led the nation as a sophomore in kickoff returns at the University of Wisconsin. Led in punt returns last year, and this is why he was drafted in the 6th round. He's not big, but he has talent.
Boy, does he ever. He says, I'm here now. Watch it, watch it. Yeah. Dance on him, darling. Dance on him.
On Wisconsin.
Oh, Dad! Are you doing on my high lip? He's not even tired, and it took him 20 seconds to do it.
Well, that sort of play is the thing that they say breaks your back.
He almost was not going to bring it out. Good block on Jerome Dove. Finds the gap. Turns on the extra speed.
That little cutback right there, Frank, did it for him. Gave him the daylight. Look at him go.
They're not gaining on him much, are they? Whoa.
There's Ted Watts. Near his 47-yard line for Colquitt, his 9th punt of the night. This time it doesn't turn over. Watts takes it at his 48-yard line.
Got some room. Got some room.
Could go all the way.
All the way.
Colquitt is the last stealer.
That's it.
Ted Watts, the rookie first-round draft pick from Texas Tech. His longest return until just a moment ago, 17 yards on the season. This one, 52 yards. Oakland touchdown. Colquitt had no chance.
That is the first time a punt. No, he's never had one blocked. He may have had one run back on him, but
Figueredo, 87 yards.
you're right.
Thursday night game. The kid from Virginia. Now it's this kid.
As Lester Hayes said, hold back. I'll get over here and get this thing going, and they did it, didn't they?
Oh, what games these two teams play.
Ralph Giacomaro from Penn State to do the kicking, and back at the 50-yard line is Rick Calhoun, who went to Cal State Fullerton. That's a good kick. 46-yard line, Calhoun. And a good run back. Gets some nice blocking. He's inside the 20 and all the way for the score. And no flags.
He did so much of that on his own. He got maybe one block, but there was no picket line. It was just Rick Calhoun.
He got
on his
one,
own.
Frank, he got one block coming back. We're going to see it. Watch the right side of your screen as he breaks upfield. One Denver Bronco right there, and that is Ron Foster.
Then he just puts the head down, turns on the speed, and the rookie, top draft pick, and well, a 9th round draft pick of Detroit this year, takes it in. He is really thrilled.
Let's look at this again from the end zone. It's Calhoun on his own, but there's the block by Foster. Good break back to the inside of the field, and momentum hasn't changed much here, has it? Tie ball game.
The Raiders put the capper on a fine opening day victory with this 58-yard touchdown punt return by Hoot Gibson. Let's look at that play again as we'll switch to slow motion, just as the former North Carolina State star catches the football. The run shows Hoot's exceptional balance and some outstanding blocking. The lead block thrown by Joe Krakowski of Illinois, and others by Larry Todd, Dan Birdwell, Alan Miller, and Dick Herman. Mercer's conversion makes the final 37-10.
While number 43, George Atkinson, put the Raiders on the board with an electrifying punt return. But in the end...
Another Raider rookie who made a splashy debut was defensive back Alvin Wyatt, number 41. He returned 2 punts, 63 and 72 yards.
Jeff Eagles to punt. Desmond Howard waits at his own 40-yard line. Drifts back and takes it at the 37 to the 45-50. Got some room. He's got to beat Eagles. There are no flags. Desmond Howard, touchdown.
You know what this is? It's a couple of good blocks. One questionable one by Kenny Shedd there, but it's a lot of pure speed by Desmond Howard. Straight up the field, going to the path of least resistance, and scoring what was really looked like an easy punt return touchdown. You can't coach this, Vern. These guys are born. These are people you have to find, because the average player doesn't have the instincts these great punt returners do.
Averaging 8.7 yards per return this season. His longest previous had been 42 yards, and this one 63 for the touch.
They're getting ready for the playoffs.
Miami also ripped off over 500 yards. 470 of it passing. Black doesn't get it to turn over, but it drives Montgomery back close to his 30-yard line. And he finds a big gap. Could do it all the way. Mike Black is the last Detroit Lion. Those flags are down. And Clee Montgomery, who replaced Greg Pruitt as the return man a couple of games ago, that's his first touchdown return. It goes 69 yards.
Well, like O.J. says, they don't pay much attention to those special teams. I was just thinking.
Mike Black hit a good punt. And Clee Montgomery, he used to return punts in 80 and 81, and then Greg Pruitt came in and took that job. But Pruitt had lumballitis early in the year, so they brought Clee back, and he did the right thing, O.J. Saw the gap and turned it on.
You saw the great movement. I think this is Ted Watts. No, that's number 30, Tracy Turan. He makes a nice block, and Wilbert, he looks like his brother Wilbert Montgomery from Philadelphia.
Fulton Walker will go back to receive the punt from John Telchik. Walker, who for so many years did an outstanding job for Don Shula and the Miami Dolphins. Not an exceptionally high kick. To the 30-yard line comes Walker. 35, 40, 45, 50. He's to the 40 of the Eagles. The 30. He may go all the way.
School is out. School is out.
Fulton Walker.
Here you see Walker catch the ball number high, going down the left sideline. Let's see if we can see the block by Stacy Turan. We don't. But anyway, he makes a quick decision, goes right down the sideline, goes all the way for the touchdown. They change the scoreboard, 70 yards. Walker coming back. Here you see him. There you see a block by, there you saw it on the left corner of your picture, Stacy Turan making a key block. But here's Fulton Walker coming down the sideline with the ball in the wrong arm, but it doesn't make any difference. It's good for distance.
I was going to say, they're going to give him 6 points anyway, right?
That's right.
Doesn't matter. You know what was interesting about that play, Coach, was it was a low kick, and it gave Walker time to get up the field.
Made 7 Pro Bowls. Art Shell heads the list, the coach of the Raiders, with 8. As Rick Tootin punts away, this is Tim Brown from about the 27. Has some room up the middle across midfield, and he might go all the way. One man to beat, it's Dave McClellan. Touchdown, Tim Brown. Well, we mentioned the Raiders' lack of a rushing game. A punt return of 74 yards will do wonders for that in a hurry.
I said the quarterback that gets someone to show up and help him the first will probably win this game. Well, man forgot about one guy. That's Tim Brown. Now, you know, look, we know he's a great return guy, but, you know, they get some good blocking, but mainly he attacks the hole. He won't let the tackler square up when he just ran by everybody.
That is Dave McClellan.
We said earlier that how the great ones attack the coverage That is exactly what it is. It reminds me so much of a return Deion Sanders had a couple of years ago that went for about 90 yards. I mean, the great ones attack it and make it work.
36 and counting. That is the time remaining in the first half. Low snap, but he gets it away. Tim Brown on the return. He's to the 50. Cuts a head fake to the inside and goes all the way for the score. 75 yards.
What an outstanding job by Steve Ortmeyer and the special teams of the Los Angeles Raiders. Torrin Dorn, Aaron Wallace, A.J. Jimerson set up a terrific wall for Tim Brown. Watch when he cuts to the left. Look at the block right there. Bussey is out of the play, and that's in effect it. Watch the blocks come back. Anthony Smith, A.J. Jimerson right there, and you can see right downfield Elvis Patterson totally confuses the punter Lee Johnson, and Tim Brown has a walk into the end zone.
Now he turns around to watch himself on the big screen.
Take a look right here. You're going to see Dan Land and Torrin Dorn working on the sprinter Barney Bussey. Now as he comes downfield, their job is to keep him away from Brown. 5 yards away, they've done their job. Now if we can stop it right here, take a look at the wall that is setting up right here. That's the proverbial wall that everybody talks about, and the effort being made by, as I mentioned, Aaron Wallace, A.J. Jimerson. Look right there. You can see Napoleon McCallum. And there it is. There's the seam that Tim Brown utilizes. And downfield, Elvis Patterson turns the punter.
Jonathan Litton with his first reception of his NFL career on that play. Chris Moore, the punter. Desmond Howard from the 24. Howard's got a lane. Desmond Howard turning on the afterburners, and he's gone. Touchdown, Oakland.
And Desmond Howard gets a great block by Kenny Shedd on the play. Follows his blockers in his lanes, and it's just off to the races at the end of the play. Right there, Kenny Shedd after Chris Moore, the kicker, and Desmond Howard never breaks stride, and he's gone into the end zone.
This is what they brought them to Oakland to do, and Howard has been unable to do it up until this point.
Down. Dan Straczynski back deep. This one off the side of his foot. It's a short punt. Takes a New York bounce. Philip Buchanan fields it. Buchanan at the 40. Watch out. See you later. Philip Buchanan down the sideline. Touchdown, Oakland. 78 yards for Philip Buchanan. And the Raiders take a 6-0 lead.
Because very ironic, the Raiders special teams has been a thorn in their side all year. Watch Buchanan set up to the right, cuts back to the left, and then comes all the way across the field. He's been a little inconsistent. Very big potential for an explosive run, though.
And watch the blocking here.
Yeah, and he does a nice job getting a nice bounce, and you see him set it up right, sets up his blocks, and cuts back. Only two people really touch him, and at this point, he's going to cut back across the field. Straczynski's the only guy to even try to touch him, and at that point, Philip Buchanan has the wheels to take it all the way in. He's just taking a little strut right there.
These guys have to be as wide-eyed as a group of professionals could possibly be.
Hendricks sends up a high spiral. Buchanan drifting on the infield dirt to the 26, back to the 25, reverses it. And here they go again, Terry Kirby. Kirby's in the open, and the Raiders are going to lead 21-0, and they've only had one offensive play from scrimmage.
My, oh my. Well, I thought there was a blatant block in the back to spring that run, and it wasn't called. This is mind-numbing for Tennessee. Watch the block. It's going to come in from the right side. Well, in the reverse. There goes the reverse. Right there. I think that's number 56, Travion Smith from behind. And how that didn't get called, I have no idea. Watch the clip. You're going to see it come after the exchange right here. But Rocky Boy, right there, number 50, is in a position. And look at, he's pleading to the official, hit from behind. And then there's actually another clip down the field. But this one right here, look how blatant that is. And then Jeff Fisher just went wild during the commercial break.
Buchanan is back deep for the Raiders, standing at his own 25.
I showed you that end-over-end punt. This would be a traditional, see that nose out, just flying straight punt. This guy's got a lot of game.
Buchanan from the 20, a nice little move and some running room. Bennett can't stop him. This is going to be a touchdown for the Raiders. An 80-yard return after a 45-yard punt. Buchanan returned one 78 yards for a touchdown earlier this year against the Jets.
Raider Nation excited about this one. This hole opens up immediately. The San Diego Chargers get out of their rush lanes. There's about a 10-yard gap for Buchanan to hit. He reads it perfectly. Darren Bennett runs about a 9-minute 40-yard dash. So let's roll and take a look. Okay, and freeze it right here, gentlemen. I want to show you this guy right here, the linebacker, Carlos Polk. He's got to make, see, he's got him in the hole. He's got to make him slow down, dance, change direction, give his teammates time to recover and adjust. He allows Buchanan to hit it like he's making the curve on a 220-yard dash.
He's assuming that Matt Schaub is throwing it to him because he's open, but nowhere else to go with the football, and a big hit taken by Slayton.
Matt Turk. Johnny Lee Higgins from the 22-yard line. Higgins, Johnny Lee Higgins. He's going to score his third punt return for a touchdown. 80 yards.
Well, Bill, you can confidently say that today has shown that the Raiders do have some playmakers wearing silver and black. They're giving these young guys a chance to make plays. And Johnny Lee Higgins.
Johnny Lee Higgins came in with 2 touchdown returns this season, back-to-back weeks, and just added an 80-yarder for the Raiders, who lead 27-13.
Forced to punt early in the second quarter, San Diego couldn't have picked a worse target. George Atkinson. He's a dangerous return artist and should be stopped. Should be. Atkinson's 80-yard return left the Raiders trailing only 10-7, and Oakland fans know from past experience that this was the beginning of the end for San Diego.
So that's why Buchanan's getting the start over there at the left corner spot. So a couple of the game's big players not here today.
Hendrick sends a wobbler toward Buchanan at the 18. Oh, he's in the open. See if nobody's going to catch Philip Buchanan. And what a debut for this kid from Miami. And it's 13-0.
So we'll see. Well, take a look at this. Starts to the sideline. And that's just no contest. Craig Hendrick, the punter, he tries to get over there and wave. Maybe he should have dove for him, but that's with 10 yards in either direction. No punter is going to get Philip Buchanan.
Well, he was quite
how about this?
He was quite a baseball player in high school, and that's like an inside-the-park home run for Philip Buchanan.
And actually, that's kind of like watching John Gruden run for a touchdown.
Yeah. With 6 minutes gone in the first quarter, Paul McGuire punted to Oakland rookie George Atkinson, who caught it at his own 15-yard line. Atkinson's touchdown made it 7-0 Oakland as he initiated a Raiders scoring avalanche as well as a personal onslaught against the Bills. In 5 punt returns, he gained 205 yards, which is a new league record.
I got to say, Tim's got to catch this thing and take off.
I agree. Or plant your heels at the 10 and don't go back any further.
You're not talking about one of the best punt returners ever.
He's going to return this one. Here he goes from the 11-yard line. The Heisman Trophy winner from Notre Dame with the block in the lane. And there he goes. A block from Jordan. A foot race down the sideline with Allen and with Beisel. And he's in for his second career touchdown on a punt return. Can you believe it?
Mill just told Beasley Reese our special teams have to do a better job. We just set up here, Tim Brown's got to run that thing. He lulled him to sleep.
His last touchdown returning a punt 1996. This is why he won the Heisman Trophy at Notre Dame. The electrifying Tim Brown extends the Raider lead.
When you go back and you look at Tim Brown, all of the people down the field blocking for him, but I'll tell you what he did. He made Taj Allen try to catch him, but Tim maintained his composure. He was breathing. He let that strength come through for him. The old man still had a little breakaway speed.
His first punt attempt, apparently at 4th and 1 at the 29. And Johnny Lee Higgins, 93-yard kick return against Miami last week. 15-20, 25-30. Got some blockers now. He's going to go all the way. Johnny Lee Higgins back-to-back. Miami and now Denver. Punt return touchdowns for the Raiders. 89 yards for Higgins. The former Miner at UTEP. He found the Motherload again on this one.
Well, Josh Barrett misses the one tackle. And here's the second tackle that's missed by linebacker. And now you're going to see something that I haven't seen too many times in the NFL. I've been around the league about 31 years. Look right here, John Alston, the linebacker, just coming in from the backside. He's got his helmet out. Actually, he has his helmet in his hands, and he's going to give a little escort down the field. I got to get the explanation on that one.
Mario
I have got to hear that.
Alston had his helmet knocked off, I guess, in a confrontation blocking for Higgins. He's not taking time to put it on. He just wants to escort him into the end zone.
That's a linebacker, though. He's trying to find somebody. He doesn't even have a hat on. Now he's heading this way, looking for somebody to block. Maybe you want to slip that thing in your hand on your head.
Alston from Stanford.
Well, the door is open here for Oakland. Brandon Fields, the punt. Johnny Lee Higgins will return it from the 7. Higgins has room, has the punter to beat. Johnny Lee Higgins busting it to the outside. And he's got the speed. Oakland Raiders with a chance to go in front. 93 yards. Oh, what a turn here in Miami.
When I asked Tony Sparano, what are you going to do to fix your coverage teams? He says, hopefully I can play with 14 guys in coverage. Well, we know you can't do that. He has to cover the punt with 11, and it's not good enough. As Johnny Lee Higgins takes this one deep inside his own territory, he only has the punter to beat, and for someone with the speed that Higgins possesses, well, it's not even close. He's walking in, no flag. Punt coverage has been a problem for the Dolphins all season long, and again, a gaping hole through their coverage unit as the Oakland Raiders and Johnny Lee Higgins takes this punt in for a score. It was the spark they needed, and one might ask now, we saw the Dolphins go rather conservative on a couple of third down plays earlier in this quarter.
Greg Pruitt back at his 16-yard line. Jim Plunkett and Calvin Muhammad hooking up for 2 touchdowns, and that's been the story in the second half. Pruitt unleashing. That's the punter Hayes missing, and here's Pruitt, who could go all the way. Greg Pruitt doing something that is rarely done against the Redskins special team, and that is he has scored a touchdown.
He made a decision, Marv, that I think most coaches would scold. Late in the ball game with an 8-point lead, he elected to catch the ball on the 4-yard line and try to run it out of there. How many times have you heard anything inside the 10, let it go in the end zone? He saw enough territory to give himself a little free running room, elected to catch the ball, and boy, when he made that break right in there, he made a break against the best special teams play in the game. He gets around Jeff Hayes, and from there on in, it's nothing but a cakewalk. Talk about a drastic turnaround.
It is being recorded as a 97-yard punt return.
On to punt away. So he drives it deep over the head of Harris. Let's see if they can pin it inside the 10. As good job by the coverage unit. Harris says, I'm going to play this because I can. And look at the return he gets. What a smart move by Harris as he gets free. How about it, Raider Nation? Wow. This was Yiadom looking to pin this. And then Harris says, I will gladly take it and go.
That's just a smart play by Dwayne Harris. Understanding what the rules are, that's a live ball. And Denver didn't react and had